Hello, welcome back to Mr. Arsenal podcast. Another match day Watchalong. Apologies to the lateness. Life. Bank holidays in the UK, and lost track of time in terms of sorting out only dinner, collided, and I was just getting all that dealt with first before going live with you guys. We are live for the bank holiday football special, really, because we're only in terms of the WSL. Usually it's a Saturday, a Sunday, on the other occasion on a Friday night. But this weekend they've decided to put Arsenal Brighton on the bank holiday Monday on its own, standing on its own. Let us do our own thing. Obviously, Chelsea won the WSL last week due to us having a off night, so we say, and losing 5-2 to Aston Villa, which was fun for me. If you know, you know. And then obviously Chelsea then not only did they go on to win their game 1-0 against United, they then beat Tottenham yesterday at the toilet bowl, if you will. The very empty toilet bowl, actually, for once. Won that 1-0. And now it's basically they're coming back to I think it's Kings Meadow next week or Bridge. Whatever you guys, Gav or if Rudy's in the chat, or let me know in the chat. They're going back to the Bridge on next weekend to lift the trophy for the sixth fucking time in a row. But hey, it is what it is. I'm not bitter. No, but here we are here for Arsenal Brighton versus Arsenal in Crawley, not Brighton in Crawley. God forbid have Brighton in Brighton, hey. And it's basically Arsenal win today, bounce back from last week's disaster game, and we win, we will secure second spot, which with the new Champions League format is a good thing to do. Obviously, top three is sealed as of yesterday, because obviously Manchester Derby was yesterday as well. Finished 2-2. Man United were losing 2-0. Somehow fought away back to 2-2 and held on with 10 men for a good half hour or so. In the end, so with that point secured them with a game to spare, top three spot basically, which meant they had to celebrate apparently on the Old Trafford pitch like they'd actually won the league. I'm not kidding you. It was very interesting, to say the least. But anyway, here's the team news before we go for the teams come out and all that in a few minutes. By the way, feel free to get your score predictions in the chat as well. Key players, or key player that you're looking for the scene and all that. Are you happy with the 11 today? It does look, I've said this in the channel group chat, it does look that Daphne Van Dalsmere is going to be wrapped in cotton wool, and we're not going to see her until the Champions League final on May 24th. Yay. If you know, you know, from my point of view, Zinsberger. Yay. Emily Fox is back at right back. Williamson starts, Catley starts, and Katie McCabe at left back. So basically, I know Williamson came as a sub, but basically the only one that's really been punished from a defensive point of view for last Wednesday. Last Wednesday's very disappointing result is Katie Reid. Really. And obviously Lotta's back on the bench as well. But yeah. I mean, Reid's really been posted something on the bench. I just noticed that. Yeah. That's a bit extreme, but okay. And in the midfield trio, we've got Mariana Cadente, Kim Little, Frida Marnham, and our forward threesome of Beth Mead, Caitlin Ford on the wings, and Russo up top. On the bench, we've got Williams, Ruben Moy, Amanda, Gina, I'll say Gina, because I'm not going to butcher that name, Leah Vorti, Cooney Cross, Victoria Pelova, and Chloe Kelly, and Stina Black-Stinius. I did this every night, it bit me on the arse, but I think that's a good enough 11 and a good enough bench as well to fall back on to do a job today and get as a still second of a game to spare, meaning Sunday, I think it is as well, actually. The game at the Emirates. Is it Sunday or Saturday? One of the two. Either way, last game of the season, it's going to be a just run-of-the-mill last game, fight farewell to the season before we go to Lisbon, from my point of view anyway. Oh dear. My only worry is Zinsberger now. So actually Zinsberger and McCabe, to be fair, McCabe doesn't like to defend. For a so-called left back, does not like to defend. I've noticed that a lot this season. Really doesn't like to defend. As a fullback, very rarely when it comes to transitioning back into defence does she actually track back into her right role of a left back, which then leaves Steph Catley to fly out, leave a massive gap for Leader in the field. Because in the meantime, while that's all going on and they're trying to fill them gaps, there's still a gap there because Kate McCabe was like strolling, holding her girlfriend's hand. And I can't say that because they play on the same side, and it's literally the case because even in attack, 9 times out of 10, when it comes to passing forward, Katie will pass to Caitlin 9 times out of 10 more than anyone else. I saw it in the flesh back in the first leg of the Champions League. It really irritated me, actually, especially more so that she wouldn't then fucking track back and defend the way she needed to, and it left us defensively exposed. And it partly came down to the first goal, actually, that Leon scored in that first leg. So, yeah. And also, I can say, because they are partners, that it's public knowledge they are partners. And, yeah. So, anyone's got an issue with that, sorry, but I'm just stating facts. And it's irritating that, yeah, one of the two doesn't like doing their job, basically, from a defensive point of view. At least with Caitlin, she actually, especially this season, when she has played, she actually puts a shift in. Again, I was one of Katie's biggest fans up till this season, and this season just really aggravated me. And then to see it in the flesh, it's like, oh, okay, we're going down that route. Okay, you're not a team player now. Roy's in the chat. I've started my Patrick Vieira campaign to be our next manager. Arteta gets one more season. If we win nothing, then we'll bring the man in who has Arsenal running through his veins. That'd be interesting. Hold that thought for tonight's podcast with Liam, Brooksy and their panel tonight, because they're doing an all Arsenal podcast tonight, 8:30 UK time. Hold that. So they come back with that exact same mindset, that comment there, basically. Put that back into the chat. I'll touch on it myself and my body, but also for them to have their say on that as well. But I'll come back to that in a sec, if you don't mind. If that's okay. Well, that's an interesting point. I get it. He does bleed the club, so I'm going to start on it just in case I miss it at some point down the line. But that's a very interesting point. He bleeds, as you say, bleeds the club. He knows what it means for the fans. The connection will be there as well between the fans and him straight from the off. He's cut his teeth elsewhere. He's literally cut his teeth as well from a Premier League point of view at Crystal Palace. Personally, I think from my point of view, he was doing to be fair to him, at Crystal Palace initially, he was doing a good job. First season was brilliant. The stats literally said it all when you compared it to Roy Hodgson previously. The stats that were there before. And then, as I say, second season came along. I think the club completely threw him under the bus from the ownership down, because starting from the pre-season, because the fact that the pre-season was organised in a way where half the team would be in Australia and the other half of the team was in Australia, Melbourne, and the other half was in somewhere in Europe. So they didn't have an actual pre-season as a whole squad together, and Vieira had to be couldn't be in both places at once. So then he's having to second guess what's what. And when Conor Gallagher went back to Chelsea on loan, instead of not even trying to sell him a permanent deal, they didn't even try to then replace him, because obviously Conor Gallagher was key to what Vieira was doing in the first season. And if you weren't going to keep Conor Gallagher on a permanent deal or another loan deal, you go and get someone of that ilk that still has that same level of what Conor was giving Patrick in that midfield. Didn't want to do that, do they, at Palace? And as I say, he then made a few more changes, got rid of a couple of members of staff, which apparently upset some players, apparently, and other people within the club. But Vieira's putting his stamp on things, it was working. But then people started kicking off. And I think he got thrown under the bus from the get-go. It was that second season, a long list of things. And if he'd actually been back properly, where he should have been, could have done well. And what really probably from me, from an Arsenal fan, talking as an Arsenal fan, it really probably rubbed us up the window. The disrespect towards our legend and our captain, etc., was to then run back to Roy, get him out of retirement for a year and a half. Oh, my days. It's an actual jug, actually, think about it. I'll be there at 8:30 p.m. No worries, mate. It's all set up, so you got to do this quick pop off, turn your notification off for that to make sure you get notified, and then, yeah. But from that point of view, and again, I think it'd be even better asked because, as I say, knows the club, fans love him from our generation and all that. Knows what it means, has that winning mentality from the playing days. Would demand a lot more than what other people get, so to say. And he wouldn't put up with the bullshit that other people put up with, clearly. Anyway, teams are out for the girls, so just come out and again in Crawley. Not Brighton, in Crawley. They're doing a little fist pump thing down the line now, but as they're coming out, flares. Have you called it that? Little, I don't know. It wasn't. It was flare-ish, if you will. It was cloudy-ish in the aftermath. Vieira's at Genoa at the moment, and they play AC Milan later today. I'll be watching his tactic closely. I mean, the fact that he's got another job since Palestine, and I'll have a look. Let's have a look. How long he's been there. Patrick. I might even actually, for the actual podcast later, I might, as I say, come into the chat, find my tabs there, and put a poll in for everyone to vote on that. If that's okay. A couple more games. After day one more game Zinsberger in goal, and we're out of the woods. We can move on. Right, here we go. So he did a season at Strasbourg. Isn't Strasbourg owned by Sir Jim? Was that another? I know. No, it was Nice, wasn't it? It was Nice. Who owns Strasbourg? Anyway, he did a season there. I don't know. He did. Let's have a look. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, he left by mutual agreement. Okay, so on July 2nd, 2023, so literally not long afterwards, a few months after we found out about why Paddy's got another job at Strasbourg. He signed a 3-year deal at Liga and Club Strasbourg shortly after taking out. Oh, the Bodie lot. Oh, okay. I knew someone. I knew he worked under Sir Jim at some point. I realised as I seen the teams it's beforehand. I knew someone we knew owned Strasbourg. Well, now we know why he fucking left. Let's be honest. His debut was a 2-1 home win over Lyon. From 24th of September to December 7th, the team on a 8-game winless run, which fans blamed on the summer transfer window, which 4 20-year-olds were signed on a combined fee of €53 million, but struggled to perform. His team reached the quarterfinals of the Coupe de France. So they did a cup competition, did okay, considering who was managing at the time. Losing on penalties to Lyon after a goalless draw at the Parc des Olympiques Lyonnais. Vieira's young team struggled. Again, it's a young team. He's working with young players. He's not even working with established players in this. So again, that young team, Chelsea, we get a bit of pattern building there, by the way. Kickoffs have started, by the way, for the girls. I'll get a scoreboard up in a sec, so do bear with me on that one. Hostility to the American owners and their business plan to so the fans didn't tell on Vieira at Strasbourg. Obviously, he's left. Hey, Zinsberger, seriously, wake up! 25, not in 25 fucking seconds, girl. Good save in the end, but wake up. As I was saying, so basically, reading, going by again, this is Wikipedia. the fans didn't actually turn on Vieira. The fans turned on the ownership, and the ownership was obviously Chelsea ownership, which is doing the same blueprint, the business plan, if you will, that they're doing at Chelsea. And Strasbourg weren't having. This is Strasbourg, not in the Chelsea level. This is Strasbourg. With all due respect to Strasbourg, they ain't fucking falling for that bullshit. November halfway. Partway for this, he's come through halfway through the season. He's coming in Italy. Fair enough. As a foul. Okay, but we're just going to allow that. Okay, cool. Yeah, hi Menina, hi Emerson as well. Just popped into the tabs like that. My other tabs Wikipedia, as you can hear. Checking Wikipedia out for basically that's myself out of pure interest, really, in terms of Patrick Vieira, as right you see, Roy mentioned it already in the chat. Right, here we go. Scoreboards, everyone. There you go. Get your score again. Get your score predictions. I'm going to go. I didn't give mine, did I? Because I got distracted with the question there. I'm going to go 3-0. If Zinsberger doesn't have another Zinsberger moment. If Zinsberger does, it's 3-1. Oh dear. Wakey, wakey, girls, while we so asleep. No, we've got a Champions League final to look forward to, but you've got places to fight for. There we go. There's a scoreboard. Don't. I literally, as I was reading out the stress book, I was like, oh, by the way, so they didn't actually turn on the fans. It's actually the fans are turning on the ownership. Okay. As I'm reading that out, look, and then fucking Zinsberg is in no person's land basically, and completely almost caused a fucking disaster within 24 seconds. Yeah, you know what we'll do? We'll do actually. You may have to remind me in the chat just to make sure I don't forget what might happen in this game to distract me later on. But yeah, not knocking the start though. We're very yeah. Katie, what are you doing? Not knocking the start though. Like we're basically playing like we did as Villa. And that's not good. In the sense of in the grand scheme of a Villa game, actually, not the start, but the grand scheme of the Villa game, where we just didn't seem at the races, and Nikita Powers. She's got 3-1 actually. I'll stick with 3-1 actually. Nikita Powers to score, especially a fucking Manu in goal. Let's be brutally honest. Again, what does she do? Girls, wake up! Oh my days! Have they been since coming up from Leon? Have they been put on sleeping tablets or something? Fucking hell! Oh, go on! Peyton, you pain in the ass! Oh my god, how did you miss? How did you miss? Better than I bigged you up before the game, Caitlin. Come on. Oh my days. Zinsberg got itself under Zinsberg and who is it? I think it was Seth Catley who's put themselves under pressure there. Good counter attacking that. But right, boom. Once you've done the goalkeeper, you've got the easy job. You've got pretty much an empty net. What a ball! Either way, what a ball from Russo, by the way. By the way, big shout out to Russo. Had to share the award, but she won a Women's Player of the Year award. Was it last Thursday? I think it was. And when I say joint, she had to share the award. She had to share it with Lauren James. That's Chelsea have won the league. We can't give it to a non-Chelsea player, but Russo's doing amazing this season. You know what? There you go. We make you share it. A compromise, if you will. Hey, my striker's going in for the golden boot, so I think 1 goal today, and then she leads the pack basically. She's currently joint with Bunny Shaw. 1 more goal puts her ahead of us, ahead with 1 game to go basically. And obviously Bunny Shaw's injured, so. And for anyone to catch Russo at this point, if Russo's scored 1 more goal between now and Sunday, and or today, didn't score a goal on Sunday, for her to be caught, it would take a momentous goal scoring spree in the final day from the third from the players behind them, or miraculous recovery from Bunny Shaw from out of nowhere. That's going to be an interesting one. Talking about which, that's going to be an interesting one next season, Man City. In terms of they've got no Champions League football next season, so straight away they're in the. Oh, go on, unlucky. They're in the League Cup from the group phase onwards. They're going to do what we did a couple of years last season, where you had to do the whole the whole League Cup situation, like from group stages all the way through. And they've got they have a new manager at the helm, or head coach. Nick isn't getting the job. I can tell you that now. I'm telling you that. I'll be shocked. Go on, Russo. Go on, put the pressure on. Unlucky. Kingdom of Gang says hello. Will they break a sweat today? The 11 Queens. Well, I hope so. I really do hope so. I mean, bit of a dodgy start for the first few minutes, but the last couple of minutes, they're sort of starting to get a foot on the ball now and dictate possession and the tempo of the game. How long that lasts for? Another question. I want to see women. I think the thing is though, if we'd been knocked out by Lyon in the second leg instead of us knocking them out, as a swan song to the end of the season, the Villa game, today's game in Man United, you would have seen a more open swashbuckling, let's go for it, full tilt from the girls. But because there's a final at stake here in terms of spots in the final at stake from certain players, they don't want to risk getting injuries, anything like that. Mainly the injuries, obviously. They don't want to risk getting the injury and losing their spot for potentially a historic Champions League final. Kick. Roy says, I'm always left wondering why Brighton, with the biggest LGBTQ, I'll get that correct, by the way, that's why I had to spin it out slowly, community in the UK, do they not play their home games at Brighton's main ground? And again, it's very hit and miss. Once in the blue is Brighton, I mean, what's the name? Bloom, the owner of Brighton in general, it's like a once in a blue moon occasion for the Brighton women's team to play at the Amex, or American Express, what you want to call it, at the main stadium. Don't get why. It would make sense actually now, especially when the demand it's even more these days, to cut the deal with Crawley and move him into the Amex. But I will say this, there has been talk, saying all that, there has been talks for the last 12 months or so, 18 months at a push, that they are Tony Bloom's looking into developing a standalone stadium in Brighton solely for the women's team. Personally, it'd make more sense, as I say, at the Amex. But hey, like I say, it's very. I think the last time Arsenal played Brighton in Brighton at the Amex Arena, at the Amex Stadium, what you call it, was the season we won the title, and and it was on that day we won the title actually, back in 2019. Since then, we've always played fucking in Crawley. No players going to. going to go steaming in during the main SWS. Exactly. This is the thing. Yeah. That's my point. If we didn't have that Champions League final, look at the end of the basically the back end of the month, you'll see the girls would be you'll see a bit more. Basically, we'd probably be 1-0 up already. But at this point, we probably wouldn't have lost against Villa the way we did. Oh, go on, almost a noggy, got a corner though. But yeah, as I say, they're trying to save their energy because they know obviously they don't need to now. They knew for a while they're guaranteed top 3 anyway. Yesterday is in terms of can't be caught anyway from City. All we've got to do tonight or at the weekend is win one of our last 2 games and we're second. But none of these players none of our main players or players in general want to risk any injuries because they want to be part of the Champions League final in Lisbon. No matter what the outcome is, they want to be part of it, part of the occasion. Ball in. Oh, for another days. Oh, was that Leah? Yeah, that's another thing you get. But more at Bournemouth, I don't think he's allowed at the end. That's because of health and safety reasons and all that. But at Bournemouth, you do see the poses. You do see the occasional panic, camera pan into the crowd, and you see like dogs, cats, you fucking name it, in the stand basically. Mm-hmm. Amazing how fucking Roos are doing all the work here. And where she should be, she's having to come out in the wing, cross the ball. She should be the one on the end of that cross, basically. Yeah, well, again, I understand. In terms of Kingdom of Games, I understand women's football's not going to be here for everyone, but I enjoy watching it, covering it on the channel. Other people do enjoy it. Getting top of your cup of tea is fine, but you can still come here, have a chat and all that about either about the game or the men's game or whatever. Doesn't just because it doesn't tickle your fancy doesn't mean because there's other people there'll be other people who've had it before as well. When I think at the start of the season we did after North London Derby for the men's North London Derby 1-1 at the shithole. We did when it was the El Smugger and G All Arsenal show podcast. That particular podcast, one of the guests, without asking by the way, linked up their channel to the stream that we set up about telling us, and we only found out afterwards in the aftermath, during when it all was kicking off, because basically there's idiots coming from that person's chat, and it's coming up it's coming up on the back on this setup basically. And initially, Liam thought it was coming from obviously. Oh, and so he messaged me, "Can he come in and obviously because the mods weren't doing their job, come in and sort out the X, Y, and Z." So it's like come in, nothing there. I've then have to come up. I've come up, and I can see it. So I've then gone. I've then realised as I looked in the top corner, certain persons put their channel in the stream basically, like streaming off onto their channel basically. So I got over to their channel. It's coming from their fucking channel. There's nothing I can fucking do. But from then, well, we lost G because of it. But hey, now I'm getting fucking I'm left off with that one. Oh, for God's sake, Frank Kirby as well. Ex-Chelsea, of course. That's from nothing, to be honest. Based on the last 10 minutes, from nothing. God's sake, here we go. So I thought I'd get one. In the end, that's what I thought I could get a Paris and score. That's a fucking joke. Why Steph? What? Okay, I've got to ask this of Steph Catley as well. You play centre back all season. Why are you standing? Why are you standing 3 or 4 yards, say 3 yards, away from Kirby then, letting her have the space to open up and have the shot? I can't blame Zinsberg because it was top bins. It was literally top bins. But it could have been avoided if Steph Catley did the centre back and tried to close down Kirby there. So there's a standing there and going, have the 3 yards, bend it round me. Sake. Making hard work for it. We cannot. Oh, the post. Fuck. Russo hit the post. Fuck's sake. Oh, commentators go, it was a great save. From what I heard the post. I heard the ball smack off the post. No, she didn't save it. Have a look. A bit of angle. No, hit the post. Didn't save it. Emma Byrne. Really, I love you, but because you're ex-Arsenal. But come on. Girls need to wake up and fucking fast. But that's what I was saying. Like, as I was trying to say, like, women's football's not be a building cup of tea, let alone women, or in general, talking about football could aggravate certain idiots, and with that you get idiots giving abuse. But you come in here, you're not doing that, so we're cool. Yep. Could have been avoided if Steph steps closer to Kirby quicker, doesn't just stand shoot 2 or 3 yards away, and let her have the space to open up her body and have the shot. We know what Kirby's about. We know what in terms of her career what she can do to anyone. I don't apologise. You ain't done nothing wrong. In terms of what I was saying earlier, you ain't done nothing wrong, so we're cool. There's other people that are like, no, this ain't our cup of tea. We're going to be abusive little pricks. There's no need for it. If it ain't your cup of tea, you can just move on. It's all good. Not the end of the world. Girls, can we actually wake up now, please? The only one, okay, the only one that seems to want to turn up from the attacking point of view is fucking not Beth, Russo. Everyone else from the midfield and from the attacking parts of the midfield and the midfield itself and the defence, they're all on the beach basically. Either making this needless bullshit fucking passes or lack of defending, literally. Alex says the beginning of May's been shot. Yeah, doesn't bode well. We're trying to get ourselves in a good flow for the Champions League final, and we not to it the way we did. We're now 1-0 down to Brighton. I got United on the weekend. I think it's Saturday. I think. They lost to Belgium. We lost the Lioness. I'm not confident they will attain the Euros this year. Inconsistent. They're not terrible. They're inconsistent. Since we've won the Euros, we've been very Jekyll for a good year afterwards. We were solid and shown why we were the European champions. After that year period, we've become the most inconsistent team in Europe, basically. Even the World Cup, saying within that, the World Cup itself, performances weren't there, but we're getting results. Losing the World Cup final from that point, we've been, as I say, we've been the most inconsistent team that's probably going into the Euros. Jekyll and Hyde, as I put it. Because, as you say, we beat Belgium in one game. In the last international, but we beat Belgium in the first game. 4 days later, played them again in Belgium. Lost 3-2, 4-2? Ridiculous. Like I said, nobody's given 100% with the Champions League final on the horizon. Now, this is where squad depth comes into play, and where I really feel lack behind Chelsea in the league. Yeah, this is why I say, in terms of no matter what happens in the final, Arsenal need to extend Rene's contract, give her more time to build a squad in her image, and get rid of players like a certain Miss McCabe, for example, and bring in players that will actually do what's asked of them, basically. On the pitch itself, when it matters, you're left back. You're left back. You will defend. Yes, you'll get forward, but I want you to defend as well. I think Frida's time's coming to an end. Personally, as well. But allow Rene the time to move these players on, replace them, and sort out the squad depth, the general squad depth, to get to the level of a Chelsea, so we can compete properly with them on all fronts. Rene's shown us in 8.5, 7 months she's been in charge. She has shown she can do a job. She can do us a job here, basically. Year and a half. Given it after all the hoo ha, to give the woman a year and a half contract is a joke in the first place. When they were giving Jonas constant contract renewals just for getting to a semi-final, or extending it when we won the league. We won a League Cup last couple of years back as well. Like, it was a big contract. It wasn't like a 1 year extension or a 2 year extension. It's looking like 3-4 year extension, for fuck's sake, with Jonas. Yeah, quit. Publicly, that's what they've put out. The club and him himself have put out that he quit. Personally, I think the hand was forced. His hand was forced. And he didn't like it. Oh, go on, go. Oh, can someone jump? Oh, days. But he was put in. The Swedish guys he called Jonas. What I'm saying about we got to a semi-final for Champions League. We had no Beth and this, that, and the other at that time. It was prop stream and all that, fair enough at the time. But they extended the contract to the point where his contract wasn't going to run out until next season, as in the next season, basically. And knowing this, I fucking would have extended it if he's still here by now. But yeah, Rene does a stellar job in the first, interim basis. Does a stellar job. Gets a year and a half. He gets 3 years. He gets a year and a half. Make it make sense. I'm talking of England. Serena Wiegmann's in the stands. Okay. Don't know who she's with, but she's in the stands. Come on, come on. What, as a manager or in the upstairs side of things? No one's jumping for the ball, for fuck. All these crosses into the box, no one's jumping for it, for fuck's sake. Is it easy catches as a goalkeeper? I'll get the full name in a sec. It's a woman called Claire. I'll get her full name in a moment for pronunciation reasons. But she's the equivalent of Berta, basically. She runs the women's side, the home and firemen, but as a whole entity, as I say, Conkers are still involved and all that, but as an entity, you've got the equivalent of, but the sporting director from a women's point of view, running that side of things, being the go-between the owners and her. Unlucky to get unlucky. It was just on target for once. The club itself is not. It's the club. The women's team itself isn't a separate entity in itself. So just using the Arsenal name, it's the Conkies own it. It's just that they've got someone as the equivalent of a basic what is the Andre Berta now for the men's team. Oh, Tim Lewis and all that. The board side of things they're still involved as well from a capacity side of things as well as a board level members. Come on, ball in from Cadente. Go on. Yes, thank fuck for that. Caitlin Ford at the rebound. First shot got saved. Came back out to her. She tapped it into an empty net. Thank God for that. Come on. Now it's the how dare you score against us. We're going to beat you for 6 now. Come on. What a ball from Cadente, though. Miles on, by the way. Again, great ball. Initial shot was great. Good goal. Good save from the goalkeeper. But give Ford a full credit, she kept alert as well, just in the aftermath of the save, and was there to react and tap it into net to basically an empty net. No, Beth started today. She's starting on the right hand side today. Chloe Kelly's been rested. I know that much. She's on the bench. Obviously, Beth did start against Villa, but it was between her and Chloe Kelly, who both started, and they were basically alternating between the wings, basically. That's another player we need to sort out a contract. Otherwise, Emerson, because I was in the chat. When does Beth Mead's contract run out? Is it this summer or next summer? I know it's soon, but I can't remember if it's this now soon or next year soon. Go on, Beth. Talk to Beth. Go on, Beth. Go on, up. Well done. Get the ball. Whack it in. Oh, needed to be in front of the defender there. Oh, Stefan, I love you then. Then again, Stefan has it. Anyone? Oh, okay. Used to be under the old format before they changed the whole name again from what it was in terms of Women's UEFA Cup, and then changed the whole name of it to the Women's Champions League instead. When it was the Women's, what's that? Good block from the when it used to be the UEFA Cup, sorry, in terms of name wise, the final was over 2 legs. When we won it, when we won this in 2000, we won the Champions League in 2007. It was over 2 legs. First leg in that particular instance was for us was away, 1-1-0 at Scott Screamer, and then second leg was a 0-0 draw, very intense draw by the way, but got us over the line. But that's how it used to be. But the second they changed it to the brand and all that to match up with the men's side of things in terms of UEFA Champions League, it'd been a one-off game for the final at neutral venue. That's actually pissed. By the way, UEFA have found a way to piss me off, which I expected her to do, but then to actually do it is like you assholes. No one's running onto it though. No one's anticipating. But Mariano, go on, go on. Everyone's coming to life now. That needs to come to life. Yay! Next summer. Oh, it's next summer, Alex. Okay, cool. Thank you. I knew it was coming at some point. I knew it was either this or next, one of the two. I just wasn't sure for definite. So we do need to decide on that side of things then as well. If we're going to extend her contract, if she wants to stay, that is, as well, or move her on in the summer and get some cash out of it, basically. Personally, I think if we sign Chloe Kelly permanently, there's a very high chance, sadly, that we might see the end of Beth from the Arsenal side of things. Hope not, but competition and all. But hey, oh dear. It's the Sporting Lisbon Stadium. The stadium Sporting Lisbon have that the men's where we went to basically for the men's side of things in the group league phase of this season's Champions League. That's the stadium. Oh, know what? I'm going to actually get the capacity because I know because obviously Arsenal they did their announcement of tickets on Friday, been available for season ticket holders and all that. Said how many tickets have been given by UEFA, both clubs. I'm a bit disappointed put that way. Beth, unlucky. So the capacity of the Sporting Lisbon Stadium, which is going to be used for the Women's Champions League final, is 50,000 literally 50,000 and 95 seats. Go on. Oh, keeper saves it. Cadente the shot, pushes that for another corner. Cadente's come to life now. Yay. Things you love to see. There we go with that. And that makes what we've been given even worse, actually, between the two clubs. Arsenal. Do, 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 do. Information, here we go. Yeah, it does actually make it worse. I'm gonna let you guys guess. I've got the number right in front of me. I'm gonna let you, for the ones, if you haven't looked, don't look. Have a guess how many tickets we've been given for a 50,000 capacity stadium. Just double check that it's the right one as well. Go copy and paste. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm gonna make sure of it though. Yeah, it is the one. Yep. So I'll double check to make sure I've got the right stadium as well. Let's go to the chat. Close, but no cigar. Again, close there. 9,000 each. Barcelona and Arsenal have both been given 9,000 tickets each for a 50,000 capacity stadium. So it's basically, if it is full, it'll be mainly because of either neutral fans from a neutral stand, or they put in stands and whatever, or mainly the sponsorships. Wakey, wakey, girls, wakey, wakey, go back to sleep. I don't like that. Absolute joke. Fucking 9,000 for a 50 fucking literal 50,000 capacity stadium. For a final, by the way, for a final. Oh, unlucky through that. Who's had the shot for once and not trying to tippy tappy toe it in fucking into the goal. You jammy bastards, Brighton. Russo almost smacking that in into the top roof of the net. If it weren't for the defender. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. We'll sell our 9,000 tickets that we've been allocated will be sold, without a doubt. Probably same for Barcelona. Don't speak for them, but probably the same for them. It's a joke, absolute joke. You could have given 20,000 each. Let's be honest, that'd be 40. You still got 10. Then at least you 10,000 tickets for your dignitaries, your sponsorships, and all that to be shared out upon. More than enough. No, not every woman. Not every woman follows football in general. Or if they do, they say they don't follow. They don't. Not every woman follows the women's game. Some do, some don't. Some follow the men and women. Some follow the men. Some follow just the women. Yeah, it's one of those things. I think it's more so the next generation, the generation coming through now, the younger the kids coming up now, getting interested in football. That's when we're going to see bigger. Oh, unlucky again! A great save from the goalkeeper here. Again, it should be 2-1 Arsenal. 3-0 with the goal, 3-0 with the shot, sorry, and Brighton's keeper throws herself across the goal and palms it for another corner. That's going side netting as well. But as I say, it's the new generation being the kids, the young kids that get into football now, is where in about 10 years' time you're going to see the capacities and the interest in the women's game grow further. Go on. Oh, you bastards on the out. Also, in 2 seasons' time, the Champions League final in London venue to be finalised. Put it in, Emirates. Fuck it. Don't give it for once. Leave Wembley alone for once. Give it to Arsenal. Let Arsenal have it for once. It's still set out. 60,000. That's set out. But obviously, when we've got the extra 30, we're actually saying that within the next 2 years we could be expanding our stadium, so it could be that'd be probably distract, probably put off the bloody UEFA for giving it to us. Actually, so it probably will be Wembley then. Thinking about it. Well done, Stinsberger, saying that. Fucking hell. A lot of defence there. Again, 10 years time, when the kids down. I say that your current 3, 4, 5, 6 year olds now, in as they get as they they're getting they're starting to just like what they like and not what they don't like. Because of the coverage you're getting at the moment, especially if they've got mum or dad or both that are interested but that follow football, they'll get pulled into it initially. As they get older, over the next 10 years, you'll see a sudden spurt and a consistent spurt basically, and then from that, say 20 years time, 40, whatever. I don't like that. I hate you. I hate you when you do that, Alex. Why do you do that to me? Oh, for God's sake! Why do we not fucking defend? What when it comes to a corner? Why do we never ever run to chase down the fucking ball? It is in the box where it gets cleared. The ball gets headed, and they just go, "Where's a stand here?" and see if our bodies block it and the way through. Fucking hell. Yet again, another team effort. Fucking hell. But okay, look at it now. Look, so Frida initially clears it, the header. Apart from Cadente, everyone else is pretty half-assed. We'll just wait. It was just see him hopefully blast it into the stands. Basically, none of them attempted, defensively or not, to try and block that shot happening. Fucking joke. Oh, Zinsberger's now. Fantastic. So better square one, guys. Instead of doing the how dare you score against us and we're going to bat you now for 4, 5, and 6. Oh, no. We let them score again. Again, in terms of growth thing, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. To say. You never know. Yeah, don't want to take anything away from the goal score and the goal itself. Great goal, well taken, well done. But from an Arsenal point of view, again, what are we doing? Literally. It's a poor goal to give away when you know three or four players, always three or four of our players had to do. As soon as that ball's headed in the air by Vida, is fucking run towards the ball is in the air to the direction it's going. One of our players, Brighton players being booked. I'm assuming delaying a restart or something because just for 2 minutes. Ball in. Front. phone keeps buzzing. I don't like that. Come on, girls, come on. Prior to us getting to the Champions League final, we were defensively sound. Suddenly, we got to the final. It was like, no, foot off the gas, go for the emotions. We'll leak goals for fun. If we do against Barca, we're getting tortured basically. That's been PC. Considering it's like 4:45 in the afternoon in the UK. Leo, what are you? Oh my days. Okay. Them days today. Get rid of it. Thank you. Get rid of it. Need some on a wing to overlap. Nino, Russo. All my days of gets in the way again. What is that top you're wearing, Ryan? New t-shirt I got recently. Guinness from via Primark. Collab between Guinness and Primark. It's a Guinness. It's basically a football shirt, but Guinness. Basically, you've got the Guinness badge there. Arthur Guinness, where the sponsorship would be. You've got Guinness there, and this, yeah. I thought, I saw it and I thought, I like the look of that. Luckily, got it sold out quick, so luckily got hands on one. And yeah, it actually comfy actually wearing it. First time I've worn it actually. 2 goals from Chesterfield ex players as well. Okay. No, because I'm just my reaction to the in terms of Brighton goals is like, oh, seriously, what the fuck? Because this ain't the standard. This ain't the standard we've come accustomed to this season with Renee in charge. Defensive, she's got us defensively sound till these, and then suddenly, as I say, since we got to that Champions League final, from last week against Villa and now today against Brighton, we're not defensively sound. We're all over the place. We're shipping stupid goals now. 6 goals so far in the game and a half of football. We've still got half a game to go. Not good enough. It ain't good enough. Any other team would, no matter what, would be resolute and you know what, use Aston Villa game, use the Brighton game, use United as games to literally get your head up your ass, get your form together, get confidence flowing, get it all high, know get what you've got at going. With these guys, it's like actually we'll just save ourselves, save our energy. We don't want to get injured. Like, when they can't add that, she needs to have a word. No, this is the thing now. Kingdom of Games since the WSL has been formed in the last decade or so. Every club in the WSL is professional. There's no amateurs. There's no amateur levels in terms of the top divisions. There's not amateurs. They're all full-time professionals. Didn't realise you were on. No, Stefan, it's okay. Typical YouTube, but yeah, typical YouTube. Not alerting everyone when I'm live and all that. What surprise there? But you're here now. That's the important thing. You're here now. You ain't missed much. As you can see, 3 goals, all 2 of them to Brighton. The worst thing is as well today, in terms of once we got to 1-1 itself, we've actually had the better chances to take the lead, and just by either some good goalkeeping or poor shooting, one way or the other, or bit of luck defensively, we just didn't get that second goal ourselves. Then out and I, they got the other end, get a corner, we switch off. Of course it is. As I say, we should, after knocking out Leon last week against Aston Villa, today against Brighton, weekend against United. The last 3 games of the season should have been used as keeping the momentum going, keeping the confidence high, tuning out the good stuff, and tuning out the bad stuff as well, getting the balance right there, and just getting confidence high and everything raring and buzzing for that final. The girls obviously doing the opposite and decided no, we're just going to go through the motions. We're guaranteed top 3. We're happy. It's like, no, you can't do that. You can't, especially with the opponent we've got in the final. You can't do this. Big game in Ireland tonight. Sligo versus Shamrock Rovers. Probably butchered the first name, but still. Green Army. But yeah, in terms, as I say, the Primark and Guinness have been doing for the last couple of weeks collab basically. And there's a range of stuff. So I've got this shirt here. It's basically a football shirt, effectively, and everything. But yeah, no matter how they've advertised it, it's a football shirt. But again, it's really nice and light. It's not sticking to me, nothing like that. As I say, really comfy as well. They've also got a few t-shirts, range of t-shirts, Guinness wise. A couple hoodies, bucket hats, socks, etc., etc. But you either go to your local Primark or go online and have a look. See if you're interested, see what tickles your fancy, basically. That was an annoying first half of football. You know what I'll do at half time? Look at his bench. Let's have a look at his bench, right? One sec, just to get it right. I'll take Little off, put Cooney Cross on. Leah Volti, Leah Volti for Frida, and then put Volti in where alongside Leah Volti and Cooney Cross in the pivot, and push Mariona into the number 10 role. And also Beth Mead off, Chloe Kelly on. Give it 15 minutes and see where we go from there. And if we still need to, bring on lots of Palova and Stina. I can forgive the performance against Villa, as in years to come we'll learn about the massive party they had. Yeah, that's what it felt like. Let's be honest. That's what that game felt like. This game hasn't felt like that as a whole. We've just switched off 2 times defensively and been punished both times, basically. The worst one is this second one, because you got one, two, three, 4, 5 players are standing in a row next to each other, holding hands. No attempt to run. Clayton Ford being one of them as well. The only ones that really sort of half-assed it in terms of trying to run towards where the ball was going was Mariana Cadente, and if I figure out who the other one was, one set. So ball comes in. Cadente. It's like half-assed McCabe. So runs and inverts her run and tries to get a ball in the way and doesn't. Mariana runs directly to Walls, but obviously just not fast enough to get across quick enough. Other than that, everyone else is just standing in the line holding hands. No urgency to just get out. Knowing that potential could have happened, to try and there's no urgency to try and stop that in any way. Put their body on the line of nothing. Well, who's going to have a fun one tonight as it stands? We come to the UR side in terms of touching on the women's side of we touch on the women's side we come to that side of the podcast. Oh yeah, it's got to touch on. Since we've done our last show, guys, also the girls have played twice and lost twice. Oh, yeah. It's that again. It's I keep saying it's that typical thing. Kingdom. If a team gets to a final, the players don't want to get themselves injured at that point. They want to keep themselves within the discussion of potentially being in that matchday squad, one way or the other. Hi Tom, how you doing? You got your show tonight, Tom? I noticed you didn't do it last night. I was like, oh, no. I was like, oh, 10 past 9, go over. Da, 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 da. Not on there. Where are you? Do, 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 do. Fuck. Some weird fucking adverts these days. Roy says top women's soccer players in the US are multi-million years. Yeah, have been for a while as well. The women's game in Europe is going that way. Yeah, going that way. But yeah, these champions of the champions again. LA. In hospital. Oh bloody hell! I thought you just caught. When Gary said you was ill, I thought you just caught some sort of virus or something. If it was that, oh my days, bloody hell! Okay. Hope you're feeling better anyway, and getting better as well. You know, don't respond to that because obviously with that, and then days later Leeds then grind their way to get the win, but grind as I say, jeez. Your lad's got over the line. You got the title. At least he won the first place trophy, not the second place trophy. You got to enjoy that. Oh bloody hell! You know, these are the thoughts of Roy and Roy and Marshall on his own. Oh dear. Bloody hell. I hope you get a make full recovery ASAP. No, because Gary mentioned that. What was it? When was Gary on? I think what Gary's on now. But it's Saturday, yeah, Saturday evening, weren't we? In the Arsenal Bournemouth game, and he said you was unwell. Didn't obviously go into detail. Obviously, I just assumed when he said you weren't well. I just by that I just assumed you caught a bug or something. Fucking hell. Hi, Gav. Good timing. That's all I'm going to say in terms of coming in. I'm not mentioning the score line. By the way, you jammy fuckers. In terms of Chelsea yesterday, trust trust you to get fucking the pissed version of Liverpool. Basically, changes to the 11 or not, they played like they were pissed in terms of drunk pissed. To be clear, not pissed as in pissed off and like we're going to punish you for something and all that. Absolute fast. Going to see you next Sunday though. Liverpool will be fully recovered, full strength, and we're out to go. They were. Liverpool been lucky all season. Yeah, that has been that as well in so many aspects. So many aspects to that as well. You look into it, but look, they did. Chelsea did get the literal drunk, pissed, whatever we'll call it, version of Liverpool yesterday. How Cole Palmer gets man of the match is a joke, and then Gary Neville's going, Cole Palmer's world class. I just scored in 3.5 months. Haven't seen of him in the. He's played in 3.5 months, by the way. Haven't heard a word about him in 3.5 months in terms of performances as well. Comes again, barely noticeable in this game yesterday. Scores a penalty at the end of the game. Gets man of the match, and Gary Neville labours him world class. Yet certain other players at Arsenal carry a club on their back from the second they break through, and apparently you have to perform against Real Madrid, a poor Real Madrid, to be deemed world class. So I don't think there's any changes either. For fuck's sake. Rene, I love it, but changes need to be made there. Roy says it's confirmed Southend United make the National League playoffs. Oh, okay, that's cool. Who are Southend playing in the playoffs then? To be fair, you did say that, yeah. We all thought, no, it's not going to be a chance. And how? Also, what is it? Why is it in Mo Salah and playing at Stamford Bridge? He does not like playing at the bridge. Yeah, when what's his name now? Peter Joy went to go and everyone asked for the man in the match. I was thinking maybe Lavia, Casado, along them lines, maybe. Fucking Palmer. Wow. I can check for you. I can check for you in a bit. Well, if you want, maybe bear with me. I'll check in a bit. Yeah, again, one leave our square, but to an extent. But yeah, they had loads of luck. Because fucking too many teams this season. Shock horror. One sec. Turn up and go. Oh, it's Liverpool. The lead in the league. We must show so much respect and not try to beat them. Is that today? Is it Tom? Or that? It will be Bank Holiday. So it would make sense. Yeah, Bank Holiday Monday and all. Always a bit of decent turnout. Let's be honest. Halifax. Oh, good luck to Southend. Good luck to Southend, and hopefully they get back into the football league for next season. Do you really want to know, Gav? You're going to laugh. You're going to enjoy it. That's what I'm saying. Second half's just got underway, by the way. No changes, as I said, and yeah, that's the score. Be good, Gav. That's all I'm going to say. Would have thought Scott would have covered that today, but hey ho. Well, quick enough when Burnley came up under Sean Dyche back in the day. Well, I said I would have made changes. I made at least 3 changes, but hey ho. Clearly, they've been told they've got 10, 15 minutes to get the head out their backsides. Oh, my legs. At least they got updated. At least they, in the circumstances and all that, he was obviously people cared enough to update you and make sure he was okay in the same process at the same time. Can go be put on a timeout. Well, there's mods in the chat. Mods need to do their thing. Oh dear. I actually thought at one point when Millwall went 1-up, because obviously Millwall had something to fight for against Burnley on Saturday. I thought when Millwall went up, I thought, oh, they might actually get something out today, give themselves a chance. But then they just straight away went, no, don't fancy that, thanks. Kim, oh, my days, you jammy. Why is it always against Arsenal? Fucking these opposition teams get jammy fucking last ditch blocks and things like that. Against Chelsea, it always fucking ricochets in. You say she can rest a view in terms of Beth, but I think her partner may have something to say about that. That's all I'm saying. Oh, you played yesterday. Your girls as well. Both you Benjamin girls played yesterday. You played Tottenham at the shithole and won 1-0. But now, with your last game of the season on the weekend, I think it's at the Bridge. I'll double check for you. I'll double check. It might even be if it's not be at Kings Meadow, and you get to lift a trophy. Last game of the season. One result away from an unbeaten season. United had one job. They fucked that. Oh dear. Oh, why are we dilly-dallying for? We're losing. What are we doing? Wakey, wakey. Canal. I don't get our girls this last week. I really don't get our girls what they're doing to me. Not seen any of this since Jonas fucked off. And when he's come in, we've not seen any of this at all until last Wednesday. Yeah. Great balls, Zinsberger. Fucking it. Oh my days. Oh my days. Zinsberger, are you taking the piss? Right, I don't care. Get Daphne out of that cotton wool. Get her on the. Oh, fuck me. And where's the reaction from the defence? Like, yeah, Zinsberger's fucked up there in an initial clearance. But why did no one else fucking react when the ball's coming back towards? Fucking your defenders. Defend. No one. Steph Catley goes towards and then at the last second diverts a run away from the fucking where the ball was. With the Brighton attacker. Are we taking the piss? Oh, and guess what? Zinsberger, did you jump? No. Fuck me. You have feet, legs, a body in general. Use it to jump up in the air. Use your hands to push it over the bar. You got lobbed when you was on your bloody line. How is that possible? Fucking joke this is. Oh, fuck off. 4-1. We're taking it down to the last game. We're taking it down to Man United. Man United could nick the second off. Mark Skinner could take second from Arsenal. After all season, we've been the better team out of the two. We've got to the final and thought, fuck it, handbrakes off. This is a fucking joke. Rene, get off your ass and fucking bollock them. Yeah, mathematically we can. All we had to do today is win, and we would have sealed it with a game to spare. But now it's up for grabs in the last game against United at Argath. Fucking joke. And again, Kate McCabe, okay, I'll lose the battle. I'll run away. Not towards the ball, I'll run away to the far corner. And where the fuck is fucking Williamson, Catley? Where is everyone defensively? This is why you make subs at half time. Because players didn't have to. Players didn't rock up, you shove up their arse, it didn't fucking work. Pain in the ass, isn't it? The only one that's turned up today in an Arsenal shirt is fucking Russo. Yeah, Caitlin got the goal, but barring the goal, come on, what else has she done in this game? Fucking joke. What the F is Treberger doing? Being what she is, living up to her reputation of being a crap goalkeeper. Yet back in the summer, when I said we needed a goalkeeper, number one, needed an upgrade on Zinsberger, I got berated by someone in the Arsenal community. Oh no, she ain't that bad. She didn't make that many mistakes. The person we've been linked with, we're going to be bringing in, who was Daphne, by the way, made far worse mistakes at a current club. Do you really want that person? Yes. When Zinsberger played this season, look at the amount of goals we're conceding. 4 today, 5 last week. Start of the season, the amount of goals we're conceding at the start of it as well. The second we brought Daphne into the fold and made her our number one, that stopped. She was the first on the score sheet, Gav. Literally. And Fox. The entire defence has been shambles since we played Lyon. They've been a shambles. We're doing this. We're going to get it's going to be double. If we do this against Barcelona, it's double figures by half time. You can't just turn it off for 3 games and then go and expect to turn it up on the fucking final. That's one way of putting it, Roy. Okay, Kelly and Gina's coming on. Woohoo! Does that mean Katie McCabe's going to fuck off? Who sort of fucked off at half time because she doesn't like to defend, even though she's a fucking left back. Well, what's Gav done now? Playing Gav, we ain't playing like we have done today, and more so last week against Villa. We ain't doing that. Straight to goalkeeper, of course it is. God forbid you could pick a side. No, down the middle of the goal. Goalie's there. I don't care. This is the thing. You're saying we should be getting Brighton's goalkeeper there. If that's the case, she'll be coming in as a number 2 because Daphne's on number 1, and Daphne's done nothing wrong to not be our number 1. We'll make it 3 subs, 4 subs. Here we go. Beth Mead for Chloe Kelly, like for like there. If you could show us the actual numbers and the players and all, that'd be fantastic. Frida's gone off. I'm assuming for Stina. Leah Volti's going on for Kim Little. And I'd assume McCabe, hopefully, but it doesn't look like she's hanging around waiting. You're seeing a fucking joke of a defence is what you're seeing, Roy. That's saying that this wasn't us prior to getting to this. I keep saying it, but this wasn't us prior to the final. Under Rene, these last 2 games have been shambolic. Absolutely shambolic. Yeah, McCabe's off. Ooh, so yeah, McCabe for Jenna. Nice Wonga. I don't know. Was it 4 subs? If we've made 4 subs, we've got that would mean we'd have 1 sub left. To be honest, I lost count how many subs we made there. If we've made 5 subs, then all subs are done. But we could. We have got our number 3 on the bench. That's it, Stina, go away from the goal. Only 4-1 down, but run away from the goal. That's fantastic. That's what your job is as a striker, running away from the goal. Penalty, surely, but okay. No, apparently not. Have a look. Yeah. Handball, but does she move it to? You got is arguing. There's no VAR either. Is the argument of does she deliberately? And does the ref? That's it. Does the ref see it? And if she does, is she sure that the player deliberately put her hand in the way there? Should have been the pen. Fuck it. Fuck it. Give us the pen. Give us something to get back into this. Oh, Zinsberger, seriously, boot the ball, not pass it up the fucking pitch like that. Boot it. You clearly can't do the fucking pass it into midfield. Hoof it up. We've got 2 strikers up top now. They've got aerial ability. You use that to your ability as well, because clearly you can't do it through the middle. Doing that has put us into bother twice, and we conceded twice from it. So let's not go with that bollocks. Fucking hell, Stephen Gold held the ball. Fucking hell. Leah Walters just runs into trouble. Of course you do. Of course you do, Ref. Of course. Yep. Well done. Get out of trouble. Emily Fox now to try and get a better ball in, if not pass it to someone at the very least. Ball into the box. Stina, you can jump. You're the tallest player. Jump, love. Please. Throwing the fucking flight of the ball. Give me strength. Give me actual strength. Okay, well done, Cadente. Keep going, girls. Come on. Oh, he's back. Of course he's back. Fuck off. Fuck off. Of course he come back now. Of all the time to come back is an Arsenal fucking falling apart. I thought I'd drop in to say I'll be back around a few weeks. Just been a long, hard time. The unfunny note, which doctor I paid to ruin Arsenal's work. Well, yeah. Oh dear. But Liverpool were fucking Liverpool. The Liverpool men's team was hungover because they've won a trophy. We just got to the final, and that's it. It was like on the beach. Defensively, right? Like, on the beach now. Da, 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 da. Get out, Steph. Fucking clearly, you need to do your job. Fucking mind. Man's going to lose all right. Barcelona must be licking their lips at our defence. Yep. We're making Chelsea's bench look good, and that's saying a lot when it comes to Barcelona versus Chelsea. Cadente's now been injured. Fantastic. No advantage, by the way. It was just not play on. Nothing to see here. Now. Put it back. Put it back. What are you doing, Stina? Oh my God. You're a striker. You're not acting like it. Maybe it's not a miraculous plan to catch. That would be something. To sacrifice a second though for potentially players head injury. Arsenal player on the floor holding their head. Oh, now you notice. And just we're about to come back on the attack. Now you notice. I'll see the replay of this. Let's have a look. Da, 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 da. Just got punched in the face. She got punched. Wow. Leah Williamson in the getting ready for the corner to come in to make her run. The player marking her punched her in the face and showed no remorse, by the way, at any point. Wow. Okay. So, which technically, if there was VAR, we'd have two penalties basically back in the game and all that jazz. Technically, again, Stina, you're a tallest player. Can you not run towards the wall and jump towards it, maybe? So put it all on Russo. What do you think of Trent to Real Madrid being confirmed now? Well, we knew it was coming for months, didn't we? It's just a matter of when it's going to be announced. That's the one thing, though, today. It's sort of the only thing to put my smile on my face so far today is seeing the absolute idiots of a Liverpool fan base turn on one of their own because he doesn't want to spend his entire career at one club. Unlike Steven Gerrard, he actually wants to spread his wings and have new experiences elsewhere. God forbid. It could be interesting. It'd be interesting to know your point as their manager, Real Madrid now with Ancelotti gone. And literally, the last since we got through 8 days ago to the final, as a whole for Arsenal, men and women, it's been an absolute fucking nightmare. It depends on who the manager is now, who the manager is, what the style of play is in terms of formation and all that. Who's going to fit it? Could we go? Imagine it's Gareth Southgate. It'd be a laugh. It won't be, but you never know. Gav says I reckon it'll be Alonso. Well, they fucking talk about giving up the fucking ghost. They gave up the ghost yesterday. Could have prolonged it another week. Title race. Decided to draw 2-2 and give Harry Kane his first ever major honour. Come on, Russo. Come on, Russo. Look up, Russo. 20 minutes to somehow pull off a miracle and salvage a draw at least. Doesn't happen things like that, but still. So Leah gets punched in the face, didn't see it, move on. Nikita falls on her ass, it's a free kick. I'm looking at Tottenham might beat United in the final. I'll be sick. No matter what happens on our game on Wednesday, if we do pull it around and get to the final ourselves, because that final will be the Europa League final before our final, I'll be sick as a powder that day. The lesser of two evils is having to put up the United fans. But we're that way. Oh, fuck me. Girls. Oh, 40. What are you doing to me? Well, that's a corner, surely. Let's be honest, no one can stand Real Madrid. I just find it funny how Liverpool fans also claiming tapping up and this, that, and the other, and the dodgy meetings. But it was okay when they were allegedly doing it with Jude Bellingham when he was at Dortmund. That was okay, apparently. Anything to get the deal done and all that, apparently, that's okay. But when it's against them, it's a disgrace. Oh my days! Yeah, I already said that before to Gav because he's asking if Chelsea playing today. His team giving up the league. The league's done. The league was been done for months. Chelsea was all going to win the league, and Chelsea have officially won it since last Wednesday. It's just it seems like because we got to the final, the girls want to save their energy for fucking May 24th. Yeah, again, Leah Williamson, full fist to the face, nothing seen. Player in a 50-50 falls to the floor, free kick to Brighton. You know, coincidence gets out of that mess of a club at Man United and plays us suddenly. Bit of a coincidence that all these players that have left United back in January on loan and whatever, be it stayed in the league or gone abroad, i.e., got out of that mess of a club, are suddenly performing to the levels they know they're capable of. Basically, they know what you're doing. Oh, days. can't string 2 passes together. Wake up. If we'd been knocked out by Lyon, we wouldn't be playing like this now. The irony behind it, we really wouldn't. We'd be looking to see up second, basically. Steiner, you're a striker. How can you not get a header on target? For fuck's sake, woman. Twice you had a header and both off target. If you watch the Real versus Arsenal, you'll notice they didn't boo Arsenal at any point of the match, nor did the fans try to influence the ref. Are you sure about that? If we're on about the men's second leg, I repeat, are you sure about that? Fucking 1 point swing, and it's not in our favour as it stands, but the way we're playing, fucking we have 3 defeats on the bounce. Fuck off. You can go right, take that out of fucking screen, you bastard. Oh, for God's sake. If your Costas could pick up a player in black, that'd be fantastic. Me and you are watching different games then, that's all I'm saying. Again, no penalty. No penalty. We should have had 3 penalties here. Not one's been given. Wow. Fucking hell, ref. So Chelsea won the ref. Chelsea won the league. You don't have to help them out anymore. You can help us here and give us what we deserve. Fucking joke. Yes, Stina, again, you're a striker and you're jumping over the ball. Okay. Why did we renew a contract? Seriously, we're all going, oh, God, Steve, please stay last year. Fucking hell. And now she's got the fucking contract. Look what we're getting from her this year. Arsenal versus United at Emirates, which is basically what it takes all. Fuck me. All we had to do was win today, and it would have been sealed with a game to spare. We could have just rolled up the carpet at the Emirates at the weekend and gone for the emotions as a chilled day. 3 penalties in this game. We should have had handball, punched in the face. Leo actually got punched in the face. Nothing to see here, guys. And then Katie's Ford had her foot stamped on her, and the ref's got clear view. La 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 la. If I give that, he might get back into the game. It might affect Chelsea. It can't affect Chelsea because they won the league. Fucking joke. Stina, you're really irking me, love. These last 2 games are really irking me. At the Emirates, they can't do this. Fan be outraged. It'd be as it stands, there's over 40,000. Over 40,000 of bought tickets for that game. I don't think the way we're performing now, they won't sell no more tickets. One or two, if you know what I mean. Not a few basically. They said a few more between now and the weekend. But it won't be a sellout. It won't be nowhere near because the girls aren't doing the thing. They're not doing their bit by giving the fans the reason to get to pay their hard-earned money to get to the MSI. I swear to God, almost 5-1. After all the attacking we've done, almost 5-1. Got 11 minutes to turn things around somehow. Fucking joke. When's the Champions League final for the girls? May 24th. Saturday, May 24th. Okay, one sec. If you don't think you shouldn't be doing it, I don't know how because you're not a mod, as far as I'm aware. Just oh, you want Richard? Oh, okay. So Gamers Enjoy is basically the same account as Kingdom. Okay. No, massive hit. We were literally level with you. If not, just slightly ahead of you. Now we're way behind again. Oh dear. We've done nothing in the second half to punish them at all in any attacking aspect. Evidently by the scoreline, but still. I think this will be our first defeat to Brighton as well, by the way. Just saying. Another first in WSL history. Fucking hell. I'm fucking sick. Of this fucking bullshit. I'm gonna get a strange feeling that Liam and the gang are gonna barely touch on the girls this week. It'll be like a fleeting. Oh, this has happened. How do we feel? Not great. All right, let's move on. Effectively. Hello, Rosie. How you doing? Decent result for your lads yesterday. Little 1-1 draw in the Old Firm. Well, women's team got to the Champions League final, decided since getting to the Champions League final to take the foot off the gas and just concede goals FC to literally shit teams. Not even top teams in the division, for fuck's sake. Just kick the ball away, but that's okay, Beth. No worries. Got a right to be pissed off. I've got a right to be pissed off, Steph. And the girls since last Sunday, not yesterday, last Sunday when we played Lyon. Since then, we've gone down the route of on the beach, just save ourselves for the final. Battered by Aston Villa, who only just survived this season from relegation. And now we're getting battered again for the first time ever in women's football to Brighton. Two games we should be winning comfortably, getting 3 and having 6 points out of 6. It's not, nope, you have no points. And the men, just don't get it started on the fucking men's team. Fucking hell. Nice to know the ref decides what she wants to punish people on and all. Where have I seen that one before? Yeah, from what I saw, the draw was a fair result as well. I saw highlights, but still. You're 4-1 up, love. You don't have time and waste now. Come on. This is why I should have made subs. When it was 2-1, you should have made subs at half time, then, eh? I've got to criticise you again. You should have made subs at half time. Instead of going, oh, we're 4-1 down now. Everyone on quick. That's the thing. Villa, in terms of last week, against Villa, we rotated against Aston Villa. Massively rotated, actually. So I could understand that this is more full strength than last week anyway. And we've just, again, stupid, sloppy goals. But it's the players themselves. They're the ones crossing the line. They're the ones not performing. Again, handball. Fuck me. If you could pick a player out in a black kit instead of the blue and white, that'd be fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, again, Stinner, the attacker, running away from the ball. Ball coming towards me. Ah! Runs away. Absolute fucking joke. We ain't getting second. We're going to lose second. We're actually going to lose second spot to fucking the Mark Skinner Man United team. Fuck me. At home, at the Emirates, as I said. I'll find the actual date. It's really aggravating me, actually. Saturday, 12:30 kickoff. And after that, we've got literally 2 weeks between the United game and the final. Fucking joke. I'll take the draw. Playing a match to the goalkeeper that's. I told you she'll get playing the match, the goalie for Brighton, because she's caught the ball from crosses. Or she's caught the ball coming at her. She stood on the spot, literally, the ball's come to her. So she gets player of the match. Fantastic. Fucking typical. Yeah. Who do you think winning playoff final? I think between Coventry and Sheffield United. I don't think Sheffield United will get to the final. Or now we're bringing on Victoria Pelova with literally minutes to go. We're going to bring on Victoria now. We could have done it when we made all that. When we made the other 4 subs, we might as well have done all 5 in one hit then. But yeah, I don't think Sheffield United will get to the final. They're massively out of form. Way out of form. Gav says he hopes Coventry or Bristol City. Well, Bristol City haven't, out of the 4, Bristol City haven't been to Premier League ever, have they? So it'd be new for them. They would come back down, but still. Anyone out of Sunderland, Coventry, or Bristol, I wouldn't mind. I think Sheffield United are massively out of form, and it's going to cost them now. If it happens 3 years in a row, Stefan, then yeah. Caitlin forwards off. We ain't got his face like smacked ass, Caitlin, but he ain't done nothing in the second half. Should have gone off sooner. Giving Victoria fucking literal, basically 7 minutes to do something is with a 3 goals behind. Isn't the best idea, really, but hey. Wasn't offside, but okay, sure, why not? That's James's local team, Ryan Bristol City. Oh, okay. I'm assuming he'll be doing Watchalong for the playoffs then. Yeah, I ain't sticking around for long. 7 minutes and I'm getting out of here as soon as I can, basically. I have a dinner to have. I was at Bristol City's first ever game in the top league in 1978. They beat us 1-0 at Highby. Bloody hell. This is the thing, though. To your standards, Rangers have had a really crap, I'm being polite, a crap season. But you got 7 points out of 9 against Celtic. But because you've been so bad against everyone else, you're so far off Celtic, basically. Because against Celtic, in terms of head-to-heads, say 7 points out of 9, you can't. that's nothing to be sniffed at in any season. If you got your head at your arses and hadn't dropped points the way you have done against the other the shitter teams, potentially with them 7 points could be the difference between winning the league and not. Yes, there we go. Maybe I can then say 4-2. Consolation FC, but we take it. Someone tried it, still kept trying. With 4 minutes to go. Did you see I didn't see the Vardy's goal. I did see him blow the whistle. The referee was down. Referee was down for some reason, and he's run over and blown the referee's whistle basically to stop the play. 18th goal this season in all comps. Come on, girls, come on, make it interesting. Give us some hope, for fuck's sake. Eddie. It'll be interesting. He's doing saying the right things in terms towards the owners and all the new owners and all that. So he's a Rangers man as well. Don't see why not. I didn't see him injured. I didn't see that bit. I saw the referee down and yeah. Come on, come on. Get shelled out of Saudi. Oh, the keeper again. You know, you lay down. Good save. That's 3-4-3. That would be a very interesting last couple of minutes then. Very interesting. No, don't want Carlo Ancelotti, thank you. If you ever learned anything, look back at his time at Everton. That's all I'm saying. And look how what he's doing with a superstars at Real Madrid. Come on. Oh. So I get the time wasting. I've injured myself. They're attacking me. I don't like it, so I'm going to pretend I'm injured. And the referee went, no extra time on. Hey, come on. Go. Take your time, love. You only got to play in a match for no reason. What clip was this, Ruddy? Go lay down. Gabby, what's the good thing is, Gabby, we've got an emotional connection with Ancelotti because of 2009, whenever it was. When he was actually with you. Eventually, the corner's going to get taken. I guarantee, of all that, about 2 minutes of injury time was wasted there. I guarantee none of it will be added on. Go on. Oh, that's a foul, surely, ref. 4 penalties we should be having in this game. Russo's now down. But that's so. Another penalty there. But okay. Yeah, if you just turn a blind eye to 4 penalties in this game, cool. Or they should have been going to Arsenal. But yeah, no worries. Stop it. Russo actually gets clattered. The defender goes through Russo. That's okay. La 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 la. Nothing to see here, guys. Stop. Yeah, I saw that, boy. I did see that. Talking to Paris FC, the men's team have been promoted to League One for next season. So you've got a local Paris derby next year as well, League One. I mean local. If you know, you know. Get over here. Chelsea get all four. Of course they would. Without a doubt. Without a question of a doubt. One of them, is a blatant, like it would even be a red card. Because it was Leah Williams who got punched in the face. Literally, I'm not joking. She actually got punched in the face as a corner was coming in to attack. Oi, say it again. And now time wasting with Farage. You're 4-2 up with a minute or so to go, and your time wasting still. Cool. Yep, told you. Barely added on any injury time. Onto the injury time. What a fucking joke that wasn't the end. So what was it? 7 minutes. There's the injury to the goalkeeper. It was like 2.5 minutes. Then there's taking the time for the phone. That's only 30 seconds there. There's another knock as well. Russo went down. That's for about a minute as well. She was down getting checked over. We only got 2 minutes though. Absolute fucking joke. So there you go. In terms of the WSL, the race for second spot goes down to the last game. 1 point swing between Arsenal in second and Man United in third. Let's look at the goal difference between the two of us. Let's see how bad it really is now against us. Give me strength. My phone is on fire. I mean, the goal difference is massive superior. 35 to their 26, even after today's game. So we just can't lose. And they're saying that we've just lost our last two in the bounce. We have to win. Worst case, a draw at the Emirates on Saturday, and we have second sealed up. What in terms of domestically, what an anticlimax our season is coming to from a domestic point of view. Dear. Oh, very well, before we go, in terms of obviously channel sponsorship, Zen of Coins, they now do a Chelsea coin, in case you're interested. Go over to the Zen of Coins website, check it out, use the discount code if you're interested. There you got 10% off, and you got your very own Chelsea Cup coin via Zenith. 10% off and all that jazz. And then if you're a new customer, have a 10% discount code they provide as well, their end. No, exactly right, yeah. Oh, it's going to be an interesting one, as I say. We're taking the race for second spot down to the final day. Could have had it sealed tonight, but no. With a win tonight, and obviously if we hadn't lost, if we'd beaten Villa and got a result, and obviously even the worst case draw, we got 4 points out of our last two games. We could have had it sealed, a game to spare, but no, we decided we're going to make it interesting apparently, and lose again. 5-2 last week, 4-2 this week. Roll on Saturday. End the domestic season, hopefully on a high at the Emirates. Get the win. But it's going to be hard now. Two defeats on the bounce. The confidence is not exactly be high going into the Emirates. Personally, get that cotton wool off of Daphne. Get Zinsberger back on that bench. Daphne back in goal. Because after Saturday, you've got 14 days to prepare for the final then. So just get Daphne on that pitch. I don't care. Because from tonight's point of view, 2 of our 4 goals we've conceded are on Zinsberger. And that's the third and the fourth. They're on Zinsberger, that second half. At 2-1, game still open. We could have turned it around and got the result. Got a result in our favour in the end, but nope. Zinsberger had other ideas, and she's living up to her reputation that I've had about her for the last year or so now. Aside from that, I would also start Chloe Kelly instead of Beth. Russo up top. I wouldn't. No point bringing Stina on. She offered again. Stina got half hour today. Offered nothing. From our personal point of view, she didn't offer us anything in a positive sense. It was always jumping over the ball, not jumping for the ball, not doing enough, basically, as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, we find ourselves in, as I say, in a situation where we have to win. And then we've got 14 days of respite before flying out to Lisbon and trying to cause it ultimate upset in women's football, in general this season, and actually beat the best team in the women's game from going for a three-peat of Champions League wins. That'll be very interesting. But yeah, what picture is on the coins? Do you know? Gav, I did send you a picture. Go on Discord. I sent you the picture before because you sent me the link. I sent you the picture on Discord, my friend. I'm looking right at it now. Pure gold, actually, as well. Once they're gone, they're gone. Wait, you? What are you doing? So it's Arsenal versus Man United for the Champions League spot. This game will be sold at it's 40,000. It won't be because of the last week. The two performances tonight and last Wednesday in the WSL against Villa and Brighton respectively. Fans won't bother in terms of buying more tickets. At a push, we might get 45 to 46 at a push. Last time I checked, it was 40,000. But yeah, as I say, that's at a push to get to 46 at this point in time. Yeah. Aside from that, though, in terms of it's basically who gets the better Champions League spot for next season in terms of second or third. Because it'll be third. Whoever finishes third has to do all the qualifying from the get-go. The little mini group thing, qualifying round thing, then the next round after that, then the league format, all but proper, as we've seen in the men's game this season, will be introduced to the women's Champions League next season. So, but second, I think you still have to qualify, but it's only a one-off two-legged affair before to put Champions League proper, basically. I believe. But yeah, aside from that, though, I'm going to get myself out of here. If you haven't already, though, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and all that. And there will be another stream at 8:30 in about just under 2.5 hours' time with Liam Brooksy and their panel discussing not just obviously what's happening tonight, this afternoon, just early evening with the girls today. They'll touch on the men's Bournemouth game, but preview PSG for Wednesday. And yeah, dissect that and get ourselves mentally prepared for that side of things. From my side of things, though, I will be back potentially tomorrow for Inter Milan versus Barcelona watch-along. Why not? Arsenal aren't playing until Wednesday. Obviously, because they got the podcast tonight, so got a free slot. Why not? Inter versus Barca might be interesting. 3-3. Anything. Let's see what happens there. And then Champions League for us, PSG versus Arsenal Wednesday. Then the Cannon and Jonesy show on Thursday, and then Friday's a free slot currently. And then Saturday, you got the early kickoff against Manchester United. We'll be here covering on the channel as well. And then Man United, Arsenal versus Liverpool, the men's Premier League game next Sunday. So busy week. Aside from that, though, guys, take care of yourselves. See you soon. And as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.